Game time. Let's get it, MP.
Hi, everyone. We've got a good one for you tonight. It's Game 3 of the NBA Cup for both of these teams. Let's get started. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Charlotte, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
You know, for the Heat, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Thompson. Robertson is out there with Durant. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Mitchell in at the 1 spot. And for the Heat, the post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Then it's Williams. Then it's MP. And for MP specifically, these cup games have extra meaning. He's made it very clear he really wants to take this home.
And I think of this Game 3 of the group stage as moving day. We separate the contenders from the pretenders. MP will have to step up, take on a big role tonight.
Take a look at the Heat. A 2-0 start in their NBA Cup. What an incredible opportunity they have here tonight.
Well, they're in the driver's seat. A perfect record and some home cooking. Tonight is about taking advantage of this situation and taking a big step toward the knockout round.
And then looking at where the Pistons stand, it's their 3rd game in the NBA Cup, and they really need a win tonight to stay alive.
Yeah, they're 1-1 thus far, so another loss probably knocks them out. It's going to be a tall task for them tonight, though, on the road.
And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. You know, the Heat play in a glamour market, but Tim, Adebayo's game is all about substance.
Well, he has been the heart and soul of this team. For a long time, a former mid-first-round pick, and he has turned himself into an all-star.
That shot wide open.
Wow, you love that. You come right out and hit 5 straight. It doesn't get any better than that.
Robertson outside. Duren with it. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, he didn't need much daylight there, and he took advantage of what he had.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pacers made some terrific plays. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the basket by Colin Sexton. And here's MP for three. And again, Miami with the triple.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
For the Pistons, their last game a loss to the Bulls in Chicago.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, and the bottom line is they just had too many unfavorable matchups. They could never find a lineup that worked.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Williams. Whoa! What a play!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And Detroit has possession. The Heat getting the bucket. Duren sets the screen for Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Pass to Duren. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Robertson can't get it to go. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Miami. They are on a phenomenal run right now. 16 consecutive wins.
And it has been a lot of fun to watch these guys. It looks like every team they face is trying to end this big run. I've been on both sides of a game like tonight's, and I'll tell you, it is tough to keep a streak going. There's a lot of pressure.
MP has been leading the charge for Miami. Making some changes here. Pistons trailed by 14. So with Williams on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got MP. Kuminga out there with Johnson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Outside, Kuminga. And here's MP for three. And the Heat, another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Mitchell looking it over. Out to Thompson. Over Johnson. It's hauled in by the Heat. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
And it's Armstrong missing.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Back to Mitchell. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Here's Armstrong. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And some changes here for the Heat. Khalil Ware comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Williams in for Johnson. Detroit also making some changes. Duren, he's checked in for Edmonds. And it's Colin Sexton in for Armstrong. And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question. And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
And again, Miami with the triple.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Sexton against MP. Sexton kicks to Mitchell. Thompson sets the pick for Mitchell. Robertson right side. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Mitchell missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Adebayo throws it down.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
To stop the run. The shot by Sexton, no good. Miami's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Back to MP. Fires from deep. Duren pulls it in. Thompson outside. The 3. That shot, no good. And so it's Miami, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Miami Heat.
It's not just about taking a shot. It's about taking the right shot. They've made a lot of good decisions out there.
Sometimes you just have a great night. Here in the studio, that's, I guess. And with a moment here, time to give our compliment. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. They've got Mitchell. Ausar Thompson is out there with Robertson. Then there's Collin Sexton. And it's Duren in at center. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough. Length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Back to Adebayo. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside, Sexton. Pistons passing it around. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Defenders going at Collin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests. But Collins a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Count that one.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
MP deciding where to go with it. Fires for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. MP's got 42 in the game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Robertson. Here's Sexton. And Detroit again with the bucket.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
MP outside. On deep, Adebayo. And again, Miami with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Sexton's shot is good.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
To the inside. The kick out to Williams. MP outside. Bounce pass from Williams. MP outside. Miami needs to get a shot off. The shot by Adebayo, no good. The Pistons have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Mitchell outside. He's looking for Duren and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And that's about maximum range for an alley-oop, guys. It's got to be.
That's just crazy. Absolutely nuts. And the basket by... MP.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Mitchell kicks to Thompson. Pass to Duren. And it's blocked. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Adebayo. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 11 points.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Kicks it out to Robertson. Thompson in the corner. And the three off target. MP has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Williams on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. MP out there with Hawkins. Then it's Keegan Murray. Then it's Johnson. And it's Kuminga in at the 4. Nailed from three-point land.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Pass to Clinton. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
MP outside. Pass to Kuminga. Johnson for three. Drops in the tray.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And Zoelos will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And it's good for 2.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
A 3 from MP. And the 3 ball is good. MP's got 48.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Ellis outside. Robertson kicks to Ellis. Pass to Clinton. Shot clock at 5. And he makes good on the layup.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
The Heat have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. MP outside. Back to Johnson. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Pass to Armstrong. Here's Clinton, launches it. That shot misses.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now. for the Heat.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
And his playmaking was a big storyline in this game. He got guys involved and found them in their favorite spots.
Yet another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
To Armstrong. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Pistons making a change here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. On offense, here are the Heat. Here's MP. He gets it in there. MP's got 55.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Thompson. Duran with the screen on Johnson. Thompson from long range. Detroit, no good that time either. Hawkins passes to MP. Lets it go with the 3. Sinks the triple.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one group matchup left.
Your fans on social media are constantly beating the drum about how important you are to the team's success. Does a double-double in the win prove what they say? The more MP, the better will be?
Oh, yeah, I haven't heard that one before. You come up with that?
No, it's real.
Oh, hey, okay, well, that's funny. I mean, look, to answer your question, I had a good game, but you need a team to win in this league. Move me isn't the answer to all of our problems. I wish it were, but it's not. Hey, I love more me. More MP, right? Don't get me wrong, though. But we need more volleyball.
Well said, MP. Thank you so much. Kevin, over to you.
As always, we appreciate it, Jen. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight.
everyone, to the final matchup before the knockout round. Things are starting to get a little... Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You take a look at Miami, it's a long season, but right now they're in great position, holding that prize top spot. And, of course, the Wizards, currently they're 5 spots behind them.
Well, I think for Miami, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
And the starting lineup for Miami, Adebayo and Ware together inside. Then it's MP, then it's Williams. And for Washington, we've got Alex Sarr, and it's Ellis in at the small forward position. It seems we always keep circling back around to the topic of MP, and tonight is no different with the last game for him in the group stage of the NBA Cup. Of course, he's professed that he's taking his team all the way to win the Cup this season.
Hey, more power to him. I mean, he's got the swagger to make those statements, and I'd say he's delivering so far. You know, the most inspiring thing about MP's leadership is how it rubs off on the team. The whole organization is rooting for his growth as a leader and the sort of impact that can have on elevating his teammates as well. I think we're going to be in for a good one tonight.
You look at Washington, they've been one of the top teams thus far in the NBA Cup, 3-0 in group play.
And a chance tonight at home to leave no doubt. Go 4-0, win this group, and fly into the quarterfinals.
And now talking about how things are going for the Miami Heat, a 3-0 record in the NBA Cup. Looking tonight to finish group play perfect.
And not an easy thing to do. They'll be tested on the... tonight, but so far it's been so good for them. Woo, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
From deep. Shots good by Carrington.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Miami's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Outside Adebayo. Back to MP. Locked in, dreams his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Well, look, this is how you want to start every game. Five for 5. Come on.
All right, let's check in with Al.